malfunction. Failure to feed. Zastava NPAP 5,000 rounds behind us. Guys, what a journey it was. But first things first, let's talk about the physical appearance as always. So no major changes. The stock is still, we got still problems with the stock furniture, and as I told you, you have to tighten up that screw in the back very often. It's not the problem that the screw is getting loose, it's the problem the wood is work out inside. So whoever is going to get that rifle, I advise strongly to buy the new furniture to get rid of that problem. Also, up front, what we got, guys, this is the special upper handguard from the cool guys at the Kyber Customs, so-called cheese grater. Now they make them for the Yugos, so you can talk to them. I'll put the link in the description, and you can get this. This one keeps alpha rifle, helps to keep the rifle cooler, because you got all these vent holes, and it's a practical thing. I like those cheese graters a lot. Other than this, nothing fall out, with the exception at the beginning, the previous episode, I told you this screw for the dust cover button fall out, and I didn't bother to go and find the replacement nut. What I'm going to do, I will include it. Whoever is going to win that rifle, I'm going to include it. You want to install it, go ahead. You can go to the hardware store, find that nut and install it. You don't need it for running this rifle. We finished today with the accuracy test. I wanted to see how we did on the accuracy, and after all the torturing, after all the 5,000 rounds, mag dumps and everything, guys, I shot it. This group, nothing impressive. This is from 100 yards, but with the red dot only and with the movable stock from the Wolf full metal jacket rounds. So nothing impressive. It's slightly above 4 MOA group. I will take it in these conditions. I will take it on that rifle. As I said, nothing to be excited about it, but it is what it is. I'm not going to cheat or shoot 10 groups and cherry pick one for you. I finished the 5,000 rounds count. I went to the 100 yard, shoot it, and this is the result. So not the best group, but again, you know, the conditions this rifle is right now, maybe if I'll have a better stock and you know, better optic, that group will be tighter. And I strongly believe that this is below 3 MOA rifle. But what happened here, it happened here. I'm not going to cheat. What else? As I said, other than this, from the physical appearance, I do not see any problems. We did have a little bit more malfunctions today, mainly failure to feed. What was happening, the rounds were getting jammed on the way to the chamber, and you know, that was the main problems during the dumps. Not during the regular shooting, everything was working fine, but during the mag dumps, that was happening. Again, you know, it is what it is. You could feel that the bolt carrier was working a little bit harder today, slower on those rails. But as I said, it's a lot of mileage already on this rifle. So you know, I'm glad it's performing. Let's put it that way. All right, let's disassemble the whole thing. As you can guys see, we got the combo here with the 307 rail from RS Regulate. This is the full length rail for the Yugo rifles, so everything sits nice and low. I really like those. You can get them from our store, good value if you want to add the optic. And let's dive inside, because this is where the story is today, right? As always, the recoil spring, I see absolutely nothing on it. The recoil spring performed perfectly fine. However, and I don't know, are we reaching the limit of that recoil spring? But I will show you maybe even now what was happening today. I could feel it, that it was like a little bit, you know, harder work on it. See, and a few times, see, it's working great. I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting, but all right, let's pull out the bolt carrier and bolt, and today I come prepared. All right, let's clean up those parts. We'll start with the bolt. Let's clean up those parts before you will see the pictures. So actually on the pictures you should see the nice pictures of the cleaner parts, at least not covered with smudge or anything. And let's start with the bolt. The firing pin, everything is looking perfectly fine on the firing pin. There is nothing on it, like we had the problems at Palmetto State Armory, right? The firing pin was getting chipped out a little bit, but here it's looking good. The ejector claw is perfectly fine. The rifle has still very strong ejection. And then up front, everything is looking good. I really don't see anything jumping out. How are we doing on the back of the locking lugs? This is still smooth. That's what we want. This is very smooth and nice. This is how it should be. So this bolt is doing very well, guys. And the rear of the bolt is also perfectly fine. I don't see any problems with it. Looking up front, all is looking good. So that's the bolt for you. All right, let's have a look right now. And of course, my tool went down. Let's have a look at the bolt carrier, and we'll see again. Let me wipe it clean. Everything, it's a lot of rounds, you know, every 1,000 adds up, guys. And okay, so the piston head is still holding up nicely. There is slight wobble, but that's nothing that's expected to be on the AK rifle. I cannot remove the gunk really from the top of the piston head, but I don't see any damages on it. The piston head is looking perfectly fine. And as I said, there is a wobble, but it doesn't bother me at all. Let me see inside the channel again. Dirt, and all dirt. But all is looking good here. And how are we doing on that beautiful rear end tail? There was deformation. I talk about it, guys, but look, that deformation is not progressing. So whatever happened, I don't think so it moved. You got those sharp edges, so and it's flattened at end, but it's not progressing. So whatever happened, it happened at the beginning, you know, and then something settled down on this rifle, and that makes me happy, because this can really lead to the serious problems if it's progressing, but it is not. It stopped, so that's a good sign. And everything else is looking great on that bolt carrier. I don't really see any other damages. If you see something, say something, okay? But I don't. All right, let's dive inside the look of the trigger group. The top of the hammer, it's looking perfectly fine, and I don't see anything jumping out of the bed. Then we got a little bit marks on the trunnion, but nothing really, like, you know, crazy, and it's not really causing any problems. I'll try to clean it as much as I can here so we can have a better view. Oh boy, this is, oh my god, this is like totally dirty. But again, maybe the little bit piece here on the top of the trunnion on the right side, you could see like it was squeezed, and the same on the left side, actually, the marks. So yeah, you got, and I think we have seen that in the previous episode here and here. I will take a picture so you guys can see. That's something to watch for sure. The trigger hammer is looking good. The trigger group is looking good too. Let me have a look from the bottom. And from the bottom, I think maybe here we got some wear marks, but that's nothing, you know, alarming at all. That cutout, I already bitched about the cutout. I'm not going to repeat myself, but it was nasty. Whoever did it didn't have a best day of his life doing it. Okay, all this is looking good. The rivets, do we have any problems with the rivets falling apart or moving away from the receiver right now? Nope, they don't look pretty. I told you this right away, guys. This rifle is not going to win any beauty pageant contests. It's not going to be a Miss Universe, but everything is holding up in one piece. Let me move the, can I move the, oh, I did. I moved the lever without any help, and we have a gas tube, and everything on the gas tube is looking good. For the last time, let's do the super duper pirate R, and everything is looking good. Let me check. Yeah, everything is looking good inside the gas tube as well, which is awesome. Barrel and the lower handguard. As I said, the lower handguard quality of that wood is really below the average. If you guys have the sources, online sources to get the real wood for the Yugo, do it and replace it. Gas block inside is looking perfectly fine. We have some rust. Peeping through that bracket for the loop for the sling. We got some rust around the barrel a little bit. And you know, again, it is what it is. I'm not going to comment on it. Inside the chamber, I do not see the rust, which is encouraging. As you know, these barrels are not chrome lined, guys. So you know, you gotta deal with it. You gotta keep it clean, basically. Otherwise, in a humid climate, you may have problems with the rust, peaking, and everything. How are we doing with the rear leaf? Rear leaf is holding up. No cracks, no damages. Bunny ears are looking good on the front post as well, and the detent pin is still working. Pins are not walking out either from the front post or from the gas block. That pin on the gas block is nasty, but it's holding up. Pretty much from the physical appearance, that's it, guys. The question is, would I buy this rifle again if you know, if I'll have a chance? I'll tell you this: for when we started, the price was for them a $550. They were below $600. Okay, now because of what's happening, political climate, election, and everything, the prices are insane. I think someone was saying from California that they had them for like $800 or something. I would not pay that money for the NPAP. I'm telling you right now, 550, 600, 650 maybe. Anything more than that is just getting crazy. I think so there are other better values on the market for the rifle, AK rifle, if you want it. But that's me, okay? I know that the Yugos have a strong fan club in the United States, but you gotta think about it that way. Right off the bat, you have to change the furniture, so that's the extra addition of the cost, and that just keeps piling up. Unfortunately, the same should be said about the Wasser right now, because the Wasser ships with exactly the same cheap, you know, great wood. But that's pretty much it. What we're going to do right now, we're going to choose the one lucky bastard who is going to receive this rifle. Of course, all the laws are applying, guys. So federal and the state local laws applying. The rifle will go to your FFL dealer who is licensed to do the transfers, not to you directly. So you have to provide me with your FFL data, and I will ship the rifle to that guy. Also, you have to post pictures of you with the rifle when you will get it on our wall, when we'll get them, you know, when you will get the rifle into your hands, so everyone can see that whoever's getting it is a real person and not some fake guy. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I have shells collected with the numbers as always, and we'll select the one lucky bastard. Okay, let me turn the head. Let me find the bucket head with the shells. Let me mix it. I'm not looking, mixing. Okay, pulling one. The number is 132. Let me open my cheat sheet. I don't need this. And 132. Oh boy, I'm going to butcher that. Guys, the name is David Levy, Levy, from Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. David Levy, you should see your name posted underneath, from Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. As I said, please contact me with your FFL data, and I will ship that rifle as soon as possible. That's not the end, guys. Don't go away anywhere yet. We'll do one more thing. We have to do the final head spacing check. So David, wait, because you may not get that rifle if it's not going to pass the test. Okay, let's see what the Serbian beauty can do for us. And closing in. No, it's not closing on the no-go gauge. One more time. Nothing. And I'm really like smashing. You shouldn't be doing it, but good. David, it looks like you will be getting a rifle. Congratulations. Dora the Explorer, and bye-bye.